Hey guys, welcome to the Spring 2022 Mainstage Gaming Orientation. I'm Cody, or as you know me in the Discord server, Indie Game Pulse. I'm joined by our founder and competition director, Matt, or better known as Snyderman. Snyder, why don't you go ahead and get us started with a little bit of intro tonight.
Awesome. All right, for anyone who's watching and doesn't know who we are, we're Mainstage Gaming Network, and we offer a high school esports program in the United States with students in participating schools can pay up to $30 to compete in 3 different games over 5 weekend events from home virtually using their own consoles and hardware. We stream as many of these games as we can in order to help scouts and college coaches help find new talent and recruit you to go play at the next level in college. In our first season, we had over $20,000 awarded in scholarships, and we had a group of 14 college and universities that are competing in our Mainstage Collegiate Esports Association.
All right, so tonight, first we're going to go through our format of games to be played this season and talk for a minute about the schedule and scoring. And then we'll address some questions that have been asked in the Discord Q&A channel already, as well as give you folks in the chat some time to ask your questions and have them answered by us live. If you've signed up and you haven't yet joined the competition Discord server, you need to, because it's where all the communication happens throughout the season, schedule, match times, everything. So, yeah, get that from your advisor or shoot us an email at playnow@mainstagegn.com. And lastly, before we get started, we do want to thank several sponsors that we have for this season. We will have links to all of them in the Discord server and on our website. First of all, Grand Slam Cards in Rock Hill is your premier card shop in the Rock Hill, Charlotte area, with a wide selection of trading cards from Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, as well as a wide range of sports cards. We're also supported this season by Bundle, a cryptocurrency app which gives you the power to automatically invest your spare change from everyday credit card and debit card purchases into crypto. It's pretty cool stuff. And our third and final gold tier sponsor, Schiller and Hamilton Law Firm, is a group of experienced South Carolina personal injury attorneys, focused on fighting for you, and they're located in Rock Hill. And finally, we're very excited to announce our premium sponsor for the season, our official gaming peripheral partner of Mainstage Gaming Network's spring season, and that is Hyperx. They've provided some sweet gear for giveaways throughout the season. We'll be doing them all season long on stream, so be sure to tune in on YouTube and Twitch and gather up as many channel points as you can so you can have a better chance to win. They're going to be going on throughout the season, like I said, and you just have to spend channel points on them. So for every 5 minutes watched, you'll get 10 points. You guys know how channel points work, right? So yeah, that's how we're going to do the giveaways. Hyperx is super cool. We're really glad to have them this season. And without further ado, let's get right into the season, the format, and everything, and then we'll get to your guys' questions. So changes from last season, we removed Overwatch just because we didn't have that much participation in it, and we've added Halo Infinite and Brawlhalla. Halo Infinite is 4v4, so you need a team of 4 to play in that from your school, and Brawlhalla will be solos. Matt, do you want to walk through the schedule and kind of requirements?
Absolutely. So we'll have 4 regular season events. During those events, schools can field as many teams as they want. The top 3 scoring teams from each school will be accruing points for the school championship title. Students can choose up to 3 games to play for the season. Players must compete in 75% of scheduled games to be eligible for the championships and scholarship prizes. Sign up as individuals and then find teammates in your school's private Discord channel or in our high school Discord channel.
Yeah, so in the Discord server, each school has your own private channel where you can ping people from your school, you can ping certain games. So that's usually the best way to find teammates. If you don't know everyone at your school, maybe you know some people at your school who you know you'll team up with. And then once you have a team, just communicate it to us. Me in particular, Indie Game Pulse, just DM me or tag me in your channel.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough students at your school, let us know. We can always reach out to your advisor to try to get an extra message sent out to students to see if we can help stir up a couple more students at your school so you can field a team.
Edible
right.
Bugle, I see your question. We'll get to that in a minute. Sorry, Matt. Continue.
Nope. I'm glad he brought up deadline. Next part is deadline. It's February 21st. Then, since the next part, Cody's dealing with teams and non-full teams, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay. So we can't put out the full matchup schedule until all the teams are made, which will be the deadline, the registration deadline, February 21st. So expect a full schedule for the first week of events on February 22nd, and hopefully we'll give you a full season schedule at that point too. But you should know what times you're going to play. If you're in the Discord server, go to #schedule in the general category. That will show you the calendar of events and times for the entire season. So, for instance, Fortnite will be Friday nights at 8. It will always be Friday nights from 8 to 10. Halo Infinite will always be at 2 p.m. on Sundays, every event weekend. And then matchmaking procedures, how you get into a game every week, how you find your opponent in the Discord server. That's all in the game rules section in the Discord. So you definitely need to read the rules. That is required reading. I know it's not summertime, but you do have required reading for the Mainstage High School Esports League. If you ask a question, probably after tonight, if you ask a question and it's in there, we're just going to refer you to the rules. But we will try and talk about as many questions as you guys have tonight. And then, Matt, you mentioned the school scoring earlier, so we will be crowning a championship school as well. And from each game, from each solo game, the top 3 players will be considered for your school score, and team games will consider only the top team from each game. They're all kind of weighted differently, so some solo games are worth less than team games because teams have more players. There's a lot of formulas. We're going to post the permanent leaderboard, which you'll always be able to access in the Discord probably tonight or early tomorrow morning. So you guys will always know where to look. You'll go to the leaderboard channel in Discord, you'll look at the Google Sheet, and it has all your information that you'll ever need there. And if it doesn't, let us know and we'll put something on there. And Matt, why don't you hit the last point here?
All right, so we've received some feedback that students want to be paid faster, and so we are going to revamp how we get checks out at the end of the year. After the season ends, there will be 30 days for you to submit where we need to send money to, and at the end of that 30-day period, it'll be sent. So if you win money and place in one of the titles you're participating in, essentially let us know in 30 days or you won't be getting paid.
Great stuff. Everyone wants to get paid, right?
We think it's very fair expectations on both ends. You submit us info, you get your money in 30 days.
All right, so let's hear what questions you guys have. I'm going to scroll back up. Will schools have their own roles in the Discord server? Yes. You must not be in there, because if you were, you would already have it. So once you're assigned your role, that's how you'll see your school's private Discord channel. If your school isn't participating, but you still want to play, can you just play solo? Matt, what do you think?
Shoot us an email at playnow@mainstagegn.com. Because what we'll do is at least reach out to the school to see if the school will get a club spun up and participate. If not, we have a verification process. We just need to make sure you're a student.
Yep. And the reason we ask for an adult or a representative from your school is just so that we have someone to go to and kind of be an intermediary between us and the students. XO7Y says, I'm completely new to this. Where do I start? Is your school participating? If they are participating, talk to your advisor. If you don't know who your advisor is, contact us. Yeah, Mac, ProMark got you in the chat. Send us an email, please. Someone in Discord just asked, with the new Apex season coming out, would we still be doing the 3v3 or the new other mode in Apex called Control? We will be doing 3v3 for the foreseeable future. If something changes, we'll let you know. Another question that came up in Discord was about Mario Kart and the upcoming DLC, the tracks in particular. We will not be using those tracks throughout the season, and we'll reevaluate. We'll reevaluate after the season ends. Excuse me.
Yeah, we may do like a community event so we can all get used to these new tracks, but try not to switch up competitive rules mid-season.
How will games like Fortnite work? Will you be able to play solo, or will you have to run with a team? Fortnite is one of the 4 solo games, so Fortnite, Mario Kart, Smash Bros, and Brawlhalla are all solos. We will have custom lobbies, or at least a custom lobby. And you will be running solos against 97 other people. Are schools able to stream their games via Twitch or YouTube? Yes, you can. You can read more about that in the general Mainstage rules in the Discord. Are the custom lobbies in Fortnite going to be arena? No, they're going to be, I mean, they're going to be regular lobbies. Are there plans to add more competitive-oriented games to the roster for possible future seasons? Example being Rainbow Six Siege. Matthew?
Rainbow Six Siege. So we tried Rainbow Six Siege our first season, and it was extremely difficult to do because it isn't crossplay. So we pretty much only had 2 teams for each console and device. In addition, it's rated M, so we got some negative feedback from school administration.
Are we going to be matched with our skill level? No, you're going to be matched up against everyone else as much as possible.
So Slim, would we be willing to add League of Legends? So we did League of Legends in our collegiate league, and we would be willing to add it. However, there's a caveat with League of Legends. They have exclusivity rights in high school, and the company they have them with is Play VS, and they take legal action against other companies that do high school League of Legends events.
When will games like Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Fighters be coming? We don't know. We try to take as much feedback as we can throughout the season and after the season to see what you guys want to play. The heavy favorite after last season was to bring in Brawlhalla, and Halo Infinite just launched, so that's why those are the 2 new games this season. But we will reevaluate and catch up with you guys throughout the season and after the season to see what the best games are to keep and get going forward.
Yeah, so the gaming interest surveys the schools sent out to everyone, we use the information and responses from those to drive the game selection and offerings that we give out. So I'd say safely that there's roughly 16 people for a game title. We'll put on a tournament for y'all at least.
Fortnite solos will start 2 weeks from today, February 25th at 8 p.m. And then every other week after that at 8 p.m. until April 22nd. Wolfie Uzi. I submitted another form. How long does it take for the email to be sent? My buddy got his email with the Discord and everything, but you haven't gotten yours. So the Discord link is at the end of registration. It's the very last page. If you missed it, shoot us a DM, send us an email, and we'll look on the registration to make sure you're on there. Where do you select roles on the Discord? We do it manually. So once we see a registration come through, we assign it as quickly as possible. Matt, do you want to answer this one? Do you get money based on the individual matches you might win, or is the overall amount of points you get?
Okay, so the first 4 weekends are used as seeding events and qualifiers for the final weekend and final tournament. The money's based off of placing in the final tournament per each game title.
Yep. Are there any new schools this year? Great question. There are a lot of new schools. Some in South Carolina, some in North, some in Florida, Connecticut, and West Virginia? Yeah, West Virginia.
Yeah, so this season there's probably over double the amount of schools than were last season.
DXAOS. Sign up. Get in here. York Prep needs a third. Would you guys be willing to possibly do Splatoon 3 once it eventually comes out? Well,
yeah, when
maybe.
Splatoon 3 drops, we'll put out a poll. As long as, kind of, as we mentioned earlier, as long as there's enough interest in a game, we'll host events for it.
And as long as they don't still have an exclusivity agreement with other companies.
That as well.
Do participants who didn't place top 10 get rewards? It's actually not even top 10. For team games, it's the top team that gets the scholarships. And for solo games, it's the top 3 players. And that's divided 300, 150, 50. You can still win giveaways during the streams. But no, scholarships only go to the very top players. There's 5 events, yes. Like Matt mentioned, the first 4 are regular season, and then the final one is the playoffs or championship that only the top 8 teams will qualify. And for games like Fortnite, pretty much everyone will still qualify, but you'll carry your points forward into the championship weekend. And how much do you play for? Sorry, go ahead. Oh, so how much do you play for each event? You should plan to play during the entire 2-hour window that your game is scheduled. So if you're Rocket League, Sundays at 4:30 until 6:30, you should plan to be there with your team and playing against the teams that you're matched up with. And if you're unable to be there, if your team is unable to play, you are expected to let your opponents know so that they're not just sitting there twiddling their thumbs waiting for you.
It's legend. Do you think we are able to set up scrims with other schools? Absolutely. You can use the generals chat in the Discord server. And if you're having trouble finding the right people to talk to, just shoot Indie Game Pulse or myself in the Discord a DM, and we'll help you get those scrims set up.
The top 3 people, the top 3 players in individual games will get the scholarship prizing that we talked about. The top team in each game will get the scholarship money to divide amongst them. Do we need team names? No. Someone was talking about this earlier in the Discord server. They were trying to get creative. It's not that we hate creativity. It's just easier for us to put your school name and then a number after it. It's easier to organize. It's easier for you guys to remember who's on which team. So if you're on York Prep and you have 2 teams, you're either on York Prep 1 or York Prep 2. For team games such as Valorant, how do teams work? Do you make your own teams? Yes, you do. That's why we've set up the private school channels in the Discord, so that you can find other people from your school if you don't know them. And you can tag at Valorant if you want, or if you're looking for another team. That's how you do it. If you know people at your school that play, invite them to come. Do y'all commentate the games? Yes, we plan for as many games to be commentated and streamed as possible. Do you do modded Minecraft servers at all for more casual players? I think Wolf or Mainstage GN answered that. Can you team up with anyone, even from different schools? So, no. They need to be from your school. Did we miss any questions? If we did, type them again. And if you're watching this after the fact, we are going to leave this up as a video. I know several people are waiting to register until next week, or they just couldn't make it tonight. So if you have questions, DM either Matt or I. We're in the Discord server. You can pop the question in the orientation Q&A channel, and we'll be happy to answer it. Rizzuto in Discord asks, so for PlayStation there's a game called Uncharted. Never heard of it. And it has a multiplayer. Is there any way we will see that game? Bro, I'm kidding.
Man, I played Uncharted multiplayer. It was an interesting time. That's why, sorry.
Is there any way we will see that game in the future? I don't know. If that's something you want to see, keep it in the back of your mind. And when we ask for suggested games, bring it out of the back of your mind and pop it in Discord.
What if their school doesn't do this and they email you and get it? All the games in the interest forum, the most popular games are the ones that we choose to offer for the actual seasons. Blueberry Mayhem.
After you join the Discord server, is there any more preparation for solo players? Do you just show up? You're welcome to meet people there and scrim against them. But yeah, you just show up on the day of competition. We'll give you some more instruction on how to join the lobbies, but you should read the game rules to make sure you know what to expect on competition days.
Okay, we have a few questions in a row. You can Sly Mew. You can start scrimming as soon as you want to. How the Halo matches set up? Halo matches are set up similar to the HCS, which is going on this weekend. There'll be best of 3 across the 3 different game modes. until the finals, which will be best of 5. And then also the rules are in the Discord. On Fortnite, console players will be matched against PC players. Stealth Fusion, what game are you talking about? What solo game mode is being used? Okay, do you know what that
I think he's talking about Fortnite. Yeah, Arena.
Okay.
Like big map, circle closing, all that good stuff. Would Call of Duty ever be added to the roster of games? No. M-rated games will not be added.
Thanks, Mark. I'm like blind, I can't see my chat feed.
Why can't Rocket League be solos? Because all competitive play is trios. When RLCS brings in solos, then we'll consider it.
$2v2 for Brawlhalla, probably not for the regular season. If there's enough people who want to do a 2v2 event, maybe we can do a 2v2 like community stream night.
True. The reason we try and keep half the games solo is that if you're from a small school or you're one of, 2 people playing in this league, we want you guys to be able to play something. It's just harder to organize teams or duos even. The less people involved, the easier it is to matchmake. Ultra Isaac, again, you can recommend games and we will consider them, but we don't have definite plans for future seasons yet. We don't have confirmed games. Wolfie, what school do you go to?
Galaxy Man, we're not doing a crew battle format for Smash. We're doing individual solos. Edible Bugle, if you're bad at every game, we'll play some games because you'll probably be good then.
Wolfie, your school has not been sent the registration form yet, but shortly you will have a private channel in there.
Corinthy Man. This season, so the first season we were just in South Carolina. Last season we were in the Carolinas. This season we're in states and schools on the East Coast.
Game rules in the Discord server? Literally the category called game rules.
Sorry.
So would you have different teams for each game? You only chose 2 games? Yes. Well, probably. Unless everyone at your school plays the same 2 games. Again, once you join the high school Discord server, you will not be given roles until you register. It's how we keep track of who's participating. And that's how we limit the number of people in the private school channels. It's Legend. I'll give you a pass because I'm going to assume that you're not in the Discord server yet. How does the payment work exactly? Which payment? Where you pay us or where we pay you when you win? When we pay you when you win. Okay. So you send us your information. Matt, why don't you answer that actually, because you've handled that.
We send you a form for your parents to sign and a form to give us your address. And when you send us those, we send you a check in the mail.
But you only have 30 days. So don't procrastinate on that. We don't want you guys to miss out on your money. In the event that we know that we will not make a scheduled match, should we contact an advisor or our opponent directly? So per the game rules. In the main stage rules, you should contact your opponent and an admin. Because matches will be scheduled ahead of time. You will know who you're playing and what time you're playing. And if it's a team game, you will know who's on that team. So it is your responsibility to contact the team and let them know that you're not going to play. And also let us know. How will joining Fortnite games work, excuse me. We'll send you a custom code in the Discord server 10 minutes before the match starts. Give you guys time to load up, and then we'll run it. ProMark, what if I win all these games? Highly unlikely. Then I guess you'll be swimming like Scrooge McDuck. Do you have to be registered to join the Discord server? In general, yes. But I think we're letting people in tonight so that we can hopefully answer some more of your questions. What if there aren't enough teams to play a certain game? As long as there's 2 teams, you'll just be playing the same team over and over again. But with almost 40 schools participating, I find it pretty unlikely that you'll run into an opponent more than maybe twice. So in team games, when you win the 500, is it split between each player, or does each player get 500? It's split, and it's up to you guys how you want to split it. But 500 goes to the team, not to each player. Phantom. Last season, we only had 20 schools. And I'm not convinced that you'll even have a Rocket League team. Prove me wrong. What if someone who was at my school moved? Can they still play Rocket League with me? Well, do they still go to your school? That's the defining line. What would happen if you were to not claim the money after winning? Why would you do that?
If you wouldn't claim the money after winning?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but...
Yeah, we haven't had that issue yet. We put forth quite a good bit of effort to make sure we reach out to you multiple times and follow up. It's like we genuinely want to pay you.
Is the final the same time as events? Yes. So during the championship weekend, and you can read all about that. Where can they read all about that, Matt?
Read all about... Sorry, I was reading comments.
They can read all about it in game rules, in the Discord server.
Game rules.
Each individual game rule set has specific guidelines as to how the finals will be conducted. What's the deal with Minecraft for tournaments and stuff? We don't offer Minecraft in the high school esports competition, but Mainstage in general is planning to run some Minecraft kind of community events. You can join the Mainstage Gaming Network Discord for that. I think Wolf or ProMark can get you a link to that. How many seasons have y'all done so far? This is our 3rd season. As far as the school standings in the first 2 seasons, Nation Ford in Fort Mill, South Carolina, has won both seasons. So they'll be going for the 3-peat. Are y'all looking about adding Smite? Again, we will consider any and all E through T rated games on a season-by-season basis. The games that are up for this season are confirmed, and we're not going to add any more to the competition for this season. Potentially in the future, though. Would you be able to say how many teams you have for Rocket League at the moment? 0. Nobody has sent us teams yet. There's still a week and a half left.
Yeah, Wolfie, we'll get back to you after the stream when we get a chance to get into the email.
It's a little difficult to answer emails during the stream. Rocket League is at least the closest game to having a team. There have been no teams confirmed. Alright, last call for questions. Well, last call for live questions. What is the deadline? The deadline for registration and for submitting teams is February 21st, which is a Monday. It's about a week and a half from today. A week and 3 days. Fortnite 2v2 wagers, not as part of this league. No, this league will be solos.
And gambling free.
How does the school win the entire season? Is it collected by points overall in games? Yeah, so each game is weighted. Individual or solo games are weighted a little bit lower because we consider the top 3 players in solo games. And then team games are weighted higher, with, I think, Valorant being worth the most because you only play 2 games a weekend for Valorant, where like Rocket League you play 4. So Rocket League wins are worth half as much as Valorant wins. But in the end, each game, if your school won every match in each game, it would be 500 points per game per weekend. That sounds confusing as I'm talking about it. There's a lot of formulas that go into it, but each game is supposed to be weighted to be about the same value. But that will be
we can
available.
do a math lesson in the Discord.
Oh, don't get me started on my sheet, on my scoring sheet. There's formulas paragraphs long in there. But that will be available in the leaderboard channel. I'll link to it tonight so you guys can take a look. Okay, it's legend. This is a long question. I'm going to read it out loud. Are the high school chats in the Mainstage Gaming Network Discord used for you guys to reach us, or for other teams to reach us? In the high school esports or gaming Discord, the high school chat channels, like each school's channel, is for you guys to talk amongst yourselves. You can ping an admin there if you need help, or if you're trying to tell us who your team is, but those are not for you to find other teams to play against. If you're looking for scrims, you can go to the scrim chat down under the individual games, like all the way at the bottom of the Discord. And when it comes to competition day, you will ping the other team, a captain on the other team, in the matchmaking channel under the appropriate game. Yeah, your school's competing for multiple games, so how would each school know who to contact? The rosters will be available on that scoring sheet on the leaderboard that we'll post. So you'll be able to see the Discord usernames of everyone on that team. Yep, Dustin, that's already been answered. But yeah, you can find your team through your school's private channel in the Discord, because teams do need to be made up of students from your school. How much money for Fortnite in total? Do we know? Of course we know. It is, for first place, $300 scholarship. For second place, $150. For third place, $50. All right, it looks like questions are running a little slower here. We appreciate you guys being here. Those of you who are here tonight got a little extra boost in your chances for winning the giveaways in the future. Again, we're very thankful to Hyperx for being our official peripheral gaming partner for the season. Matt, any last words before we sign off for the night?
No, I appreciate y'all coming out and participating in the chat, asking questions. We're definitely looking forward to seeing some good competition this season, and see if someone can finally dethrone Nations Forward.
It'll be interesting. There's a lot more schools out there now. But thanks, guys, for all your questions. If you have more, hit us up in the Discord. I'm at Indie Game Pulse. He's Snyderman. We'll be happy to help you guys out there. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again in 2 weeks for Fortnite at 8 p.m. on February 25th. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.